Hi guys, so today is 5th of July and I'm currently in front of the occupational health place. So basically, I'm going to get my hepatitis B vaccine titers. Before you start working with human patient samples, you're supposed to get vaccinated for hepatitis B. And I actually got vaccinated. I got my first dose just right before COVID, but then I was supposed to get 2 doses before they checked my titers. So COVID happened, I never got the dose anymore. So I had to start a new dose. So I came here I think a month ago to have my first dose retaken. It's either I had my first dose or I had my second dose retaken, and then now I booked another appointment to check my hepatitis B antibody titer levels to see if it's good enough for me to do my experiment. So up until now, even though I've been working on human patient samples, it's a bit tricky because the human patient samples I've been working with are not fresh, so they're currently embedded with formaldehyde and all of that. So it's like a preservative basically. So now that things are opening up and I'm able to, get the dose and just get it over with, that's why I decided to do it once and for all. Hi guys, so I just finished from my occupational health appointment, and guess what? They couldn't find my veins. So they poked me twice, but I still couldn't find it. And to be honest, I sort of expected it when I was going for the appointment, because generally my veins are really difficult to find. So people that find it on the first trial, people that are very familiar with handling babies' veins, because my veins are super tiny, thin, and embedded deep into my tissues, so it's always very, very hard to find my veins. And generally they would tell me to drink good amount of water before going, and I almost forgot. I drank a bit because I ate breakfast before going, so I drank a bit of water and I thought that should be enough, but apparently it wasn't enough. So the lady was kind enough, she gave me like a cup of water to drink as well after poking me the first time. It didn't work. They couldn't find the veins, and then she called for a second nurse to help me. So she tried it on my left arm. That didn't work as well. They ended up giving me biscuits to sort of compensate me for being there and not getting anything done. So yeah, they said that after like poking me twice and they couldn't get anything, they were like, okay, you need to go to the hospital. So they gave me like a paper and they referred me to the phlebotomy at the hospital. They were like, at the hospital they will be able to get your veins. So I'm planning to do that maybe on Wednesday or Thursday this week. Hopefully they get the veins this time. Now I'm just at the bus stop. I'm waiting to take my bus and go to the lab. Today I don't really have much to do in the lab. It's just not admin stuff, but paperwork. I need to register like my slides and stuff. So yeah, I'll catch you guys once I get to the lab.
Hi guys, Aisha here. So I'm trying this new feature for my future vlogs where I'll be doing voiceover for some clips to just narrate what was happening. So in this scene that you're looking at here, I wanted to scan all of my tissue slides that I had already stained with some type of chemical staining. So essentially, I told you guys that I could work with human tissue slides, and the slides are usually a lot in boxes upon boxes. So in order to have a way to digitalize it, I usually use this Axios scanner machine to scan all of the slides. It produces a digitalized image of each slide, and such that I can refer back to those images later on if I need to, without necessarily going to the lab and picking up the tissue slide itself in the physical form. So this part that you're seeing here is basically the next day. So I was just, arranging all of the tissue slides that I had scanned the day before and just putting them back into the boxes, and then catching up with work basically.
Hi guys, so basically I'm currently in college. I don't know if you guys can see, and funny enough, these days I find myself coming to college more frequently than normal, which is weird. Like, it's rare for me to come to college like 3 times in a week or so, but basically I had to come to college to pick up some letters for my pigeonhole, so that's why I'm here. And now that I've picked up the letters, I'm heading back to my place now, so I'm walking to my place. And yeah, so regarding lab updates, not much has been happening, and I'm sorry for the quality of the video. If you notice it's a bad quality, it's because I'm still using my phone to vlog, And that's because even though thankfully alhamdulillah I got my camera last week, I think Friday, I haven't initialized it yet or set it up to vlog, so I have to do that. So that's why I'm still using the camera on my phone to vlog basically. So I'm going through the gardens. I love the flowers here, like it's so pretty. I could have passed the other pathway, I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's another pathway at the other side. I could have passed there, but I prefer to go through this lawn because it's just so pretty to, like, the flowers give me so much joy just looking around, and I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's so pretty. Anyways, I know I've filmed this a lot of times. You guys are probably tired of seeing like the flowers, but I don't think it's something that I can ever get tired of. But yeah, so regarding lab updates, not much has happened. The scene that you guys saw in the last part was me basically arranging my slides. So what I told you guys that I needed to do some paperwork because, you know, because I work with human samples. So when you work with a tissue slide, you have to record where the slides can be found, and also you just have to record what you did with it and all of that kind of stuff. So I spent like the bulk of today finishing up with that, because, you know, I told you guys that normally I record all of the slides when I use it, but the issue is that because I was I had deadlines and stuff, so I didn't record the samples that I used close to the time that I had the deadlines. So what I've been doing in the past, so I resumed the battle lab back on Thursday. So on Thursday, Friday, Monday, and today, Tuesday, I have been recording the slide IDs and all of the samples that I use basically, because that's the proper way. That's the good research practice. So yeah, I did that and I spent the bulk. And funny enough, you know, it's quite a mundane task because you're just looking at the slides. You'll see from the time-lapse video that I made, you're just looking at the slides and then you're recording the IDs. It's quite a mundane task to do, but it's part of the whole process and you have to do it basically. So thankfully, like, the bulk of all of the admin paperwork stuff is done. I'm done and over with it, so I can now start my proper experiment, and that basically entails me optimizing. So I have a few more optimizations to do. Sometimes I ask myself if optimizations can ever end. Like, I don't know if I'll ever get to a point where I'm just like, okay, I'm done with optimizing now, I can start doing my work as I should. But unfortunately, there's always something to optimize, there's always something to make better. And in case you guys are wondering, my second year report is due on Friday, and as I mentioned to you guys in the past, I've only done like 70% of the work, and I'm still waiting for my co-supervisor to add his comments because he hasn't. So I plan that I will stay at home, round up on all of the things that I need to do regarding the report, and then hopefully on Friday I can submit. I got an email that asked if you a King's student and you want to see the rooftop. So the rooftop of the chapel, I don't know if you guys have seen the chapel, but the chapel is at the other side. So the rooftop is somewhere that I've never been to before, and I've been wanting to do it for so long. So thankfully they asked. It's not compulsory, but it's like a lot of people want to do it. Like one of those once in a lifetime probably experience, because it's not everyone that gets to go to the rooftop. The ticket goes up around 7 p.m. on Thursday. I know a lot of people want to take this opportunity. So yeah, let's see. If I get the tickets, then alhamdulillah, I'll show you guys. I'll take you guys along. If not, then alhamdulillah still. In any scenario, alhamdulillah, just go home. I would eat and then maybe I'll edit a bit the vlogs that I want to publish on Friday, because I haven't really finished with that, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye for now. Hi guys, so I'm just going to post the Quran before I get copyright. It's currently 12:11 a.m. 12 a.m. basically. And why am I still very feeling happy and excited is because, like, I was working on my first year report, as you guys saw earlier. I was trying to finish on the last bit, and then I wrote the remaining part today, and I showed my co-supervisor to see the small parts, and every time that he reviews my writing, he always tells me that it's very good. And it's not someone that like always says that something is good or something. Like, he's very real, like it keeps it real with me, and that's something that I really appreciate. So he read through the parts and then he gave me a feedback. He was like, he noticed that I mix passive and active voice whenever I write. Something that I really didn't notice or pay attention to. So sometimes I use 15 nanograms of DNA was used for the technique, and then we use 15 nanograms of DNA for technique, so that's passive and active. So for me, it just comes somewhat naturally for me to go in between the two, because sometimes I want to sound professional, and other times I want to sound like, this is something that we thought about, and it might not be the right way to go about it, but it was something that we thought to do. So that's why I go in between. So he was like that. Most science communicators use active voice because it makes it more personal and easier to understand, whereas he said he specifically doesn't really like passive voice. So I myself as well, I don't really know if, as I said, like the reason why I switch between both writing styles is because sometimes I just feel like it's needed to use one than the other. But I guess he's right. If you're writing a text, it has to be homogeneous. So when you're using active tone, you use active tone all through. If you're using passive tone, you use passive tone all through. So now I'm just going to go back to all of my texts and try to see how I use different voices, and maybe find a way to make everything uniform. I don't know if I can manage, but that's what I would do now. And it's just so nice, always so nice to hear feedbacks. I'm someone that I get so excited every time someone reads my work or reads my writing and just gives me feedback about it, because it's a rare opportunity. Not many people have time to sit down to read all your writings, especially for a PhD where most of the writings are just optimization work. I'll catch you guys some other time. Hi guys, I don't know if you can see this, but basically I'm currently on the web page to the college to book tickets. So this is usually the system that we use for booking events and stuff. I don't really go for events, but this is what we use to buy tickets for like dinners and stuff. So basically it's currently 6:45, and the ticket sale goes live around 7. So I'm basically sitting here waiting for 7 p.m. to knock. As you can see, there are just 8 tickets available, so you can imagine the amount of people that actually want to get this ticket. So just pray for me, guys, that I get it. Hey guys, guess who did it? I got the ticket. I am so excited. I have the ticket in my email box. Alhamdulillah. I can't wait to show you guys. I'm so excited about this. It's been so long since I did something exciting for myself. I can't wait to share it with you guys. I just pray that it doesn't rain, because the weather in the UK these days isn't the best. But let's just hope that the rain isn't as heavy and everything goes well. So I'll catch you guys next whenever I pick up the camera again.